Hey guys, Max here. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to recruit Minthara to your party, but also save the Druid Grove and the Tieflings at the same time. I'll also be showing important dialogue choices along the way to ensure that we follow through with the recruitment successfully. Oh, and if you like this type of content from Baldur's Gate 3, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Here we go. So in this playthrough, I went ahead and saved Halsin from the jail cell in the Goblin Fortress, although you probably don't have to do that. You should be able to just come to Minthara and talk to her right away, but just in case that doesn't work, go and save Halsin in the jail cell and then come talk to her. The catch is that there's probably several different dialogue options that you may have when speaking to Minthara, depending on your chosen class, your race, and also which cutscenes you may have already encountered in the game so far, especially if you've looked into the artifact and done all those cutscenes. The main point of the conversation is that you want to reveal the location of the Druid Grove, join forces with Minthara, and then agree to enter the grove as a friend of the Tieflings, and then get them to open the gate for her army. I'm going to show you one example of how to navigate this dialogue. So we're just going to talk to her here. I'm going to skip through most of the cutscenes.
Silas, she turned the chain one of the a true soul.
So when you get to this part, you want to basically agree with her and be on her side. So I would just say a hunt. Who's your target?
Worshippers, there is a Perix, and he said you would choose. We will. She is seeking the grove you visited.
Now again, you want to agree with her and be on her side. So I would choose leading her to the Tieflings might spell doom for them, but it would earn her trust.
Speak, true soul. The hunt must begin soon.
And then here, I would say I don't need the prisoner. I already know the place you're looking for. This one will usually pop up at the end of everyone's dialogue.
You are sure? And how did you find it?
And I would just say nothing stays hidden from me.
Excellent. Now, show it to me.
Her mind, tiefling faces flicker into view.
And I would just allow her to read your thoughts. If you've already done some of the Illithid artifact cutscenes, this will be an option.
She sees the and then smile.
The cow, if the go to their refuge and make your way inside.
And then I would worry about race or class options. I would just stick to the basics once I'm inside.
I will gather a raiding party and move into position. We will, and then
the masterful painting she depicts of the massacre awakens.
And then usually at the very end of every cutscene, there will be an option to say it shall be so, and this is pretty much the one you want to choose. Now, she's going to run off and assemble the Goblin army to prepare to attack the Druid Grove after the next long rest that you take. The next step for us is to head back to the Druid Grove, so let's head there now. And once you reach the Druid Grove, we're going to take a long rest, which I've already done. And after the long rest, you'll notice that your mini-map is red, indicating that you can't fast travel anymore. That means that you're ready to start the battle for the Druid Grove, and all you have to do is just click this war horn right here to start that.
A splinter of ice works its way into your mind.
a pretty speech. It almost brings a tear to my eye. Now slit his throat and open that gate. The Absolute wants all of them dead.
Now during this part, you want to betray Minthara and do not open the gate. Now the next step is very important. Make sure that when you defeat Minthara that you have non-lethal attacks turned on. It's this passive down here. And you just click this right here. That means that whenever you knock something down, it's not going to die. It just knocks them out, right? And then make sure you use a melee attack to knock her down. And make sure that there's no, burning oil or fire underneath her. You just knock her down. And then you'll examine her and make sure that she's got 1 hit point left and that she has this knocked out debuff. Okay, and then once you see that, just finish the rest of the fight. And once you finish off all the enemies, Halsin returns, the tieflings are saved, and you're all done with Act 1. Just leave Minthara knocked out on the ground, and the next time that you long rest, she'll get up and go along her way. You, however, will continue through the rest of the game as normal, and the final step will take place in Moonrise Towers in Act 2, which is what we're going to talk about next. One side note, in the gameplay I did when recording this video, when I reached Act 2, Minthara became conscious again where I'd left her knocked out by the Druid Grove gate. So just be aware of that. It could have been a bug, I'm not sure, but when I went back to the Druid Grove, she tried to attack me, so just keep that in mind. When I get to Act 2, I like to make a beeline for Moonrise Towers, so I'll just head down this way, help the Harpers kill the shadows, come into Last Lights Inn, have a drink with Jahara, move my way down this way and kill the spider boss for the moon lantern, come over to the toll house and grab the waypoint, and then go around the toll house down to Moonrise Towers and head inside from there. And once you do, head through to the main chamber and you'll see Minthara arguing with Ketheric, and you'll go through a series of cutscenes. You may have different choices in your cutscenes depending on the decisions you've made in the game up to this point, but I'm just going to show you the responses that do not require rolling your die for an outcome. When you get to this point in the dialogue, choose option 1, stay silent, simply watching. When you get to this part, choose option 2, don't kill her, she's a loyal servant of the Absolute. And finally, when you get to this decision, choose option 2, she's not lying, she served the Absolute faithfully. Ketheric will then have his guards drag Minthara down to the dungeon. You can finish off the cutscene with the goblins however you want, and then head through this door off to the right and make your way down to the dungeon. Once you arrive, just head off to the left into this cell, and you'll find 2 guards in here. Once your party's inside, shut the door, and then take these 2 guards out, and then you'll earn a short cutscene with Minthara. Now, once you have Minthara with you, there's a few different ways to get her out of here. First, you can throw an invisibility potion at her feet and then just walk out the door. You can also fight your way out, or you can just run into the guards out here, and there's a few different ability checks that you can pass just to walk out. You can do intimidation, persuasion, or deception, or just attack. So just pass one of these checks and make your way out. Regardless of which option you choose, just head straight across this way and go out this back door to the docks. Now, once you get outside, just make your way along the dock this way. These guards won't attack you like the ones inside, so don't worry about them making a fuss. And you'll loop around this way to this chasm, and then you'll jump across. And once you do, you'll start a cutscene with Minthara, and then after that cutscene, just tell her to head to your camp, and then once you're there, you can recruit her. Now, a couple things about Minthara. First, if you try to leave Act 2 and head back to Act 1, she will leave your party. Not permanently, though. She'll just return to the camp. She doesn't want to leave Act 2 because of Ketheric and her unfinished business with him, so just keep that in mind. If you still have things to do in Act 1, make sure you keep an extra character ready to go, and you can just re-invite Minthara when you return to Act 2. The second thing to note about Minthara is very important. She comes with 3 parasites already in her brain, but there appears to be a catch or a glitch or a bug to where if you have at least 1 unused tadpole, she will automatically use it the first time that she joins your party. Take a look up here by the mini-map. I have 7 unused tadpoles. Watch how this drops to 6 the first time I bring her into my party. See that how it drops to 6? Let's go take a look at her brain here and see what we got going on. She will join the party with Concentrated Blast, Favorable Beginnings, and Charm. For whatever reason, the game will assign an unused tadpole to Psionic Backlash, so just keep this in mind. If you do not want a tadpole assigned to this ability, make sure you do not have any extras available the first time you bring Minthara into your party. When she joins for the first time, you should be all right. I moved her back and forth out of my party several times after that, and she never automatically used a tadpole again. But remember to be careful the first time you recruit her. And I think that about covers everything on recruiting Minthara, but also staying a good guide to the Druid Grove. Hit the like button down below if you feel like I deserve it. If you enjoyed this type of content, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.